we spoke on another in another segment, but Suge's interview with Michael Francis. I wanted to see if you saw the rest of it or heard the rest of it, and if you had any thoughts about anything that he went into or spoke about, because I know it was very controversial.
Well, yeah. The first thing I went through my head was like, damn, there he goes. I'm glad he finally admitted and said it Keefe D, right? For those of y'all that don't believe it.
A guy pulls a gun. The guy pulls a gun was a gang member from Compton on a different side of us. Nobody panicked, but they knew where he was from. They knew what happened. So when they said that, crazy thing about all this is that they knew what gang this guy was from. And I'm not saying the gang, but it's only obvious. But if you want to know, it's no puzzle because it's a police report. They take this guy with a gun. Nothing happens. Everything go away. Now, move forward. When we got shot in Vegas, they say this is the same gang that's with Puffy. Nothing happened.
Again.
When the guy involved in jail, when they saying you the guy who's involved with the shooting, Tupac and Tupac's dead. I got a bullet into my skull. Whatever it is, what it is. But at the same time, there was a war in Compton. Everybody who knows anything about anything in Compton, that war, they all salute my neighborhood, say we won the war. I don't think nobody won the war because at the end, everybody pretty much lost a lot. But the guy who's in prison, in jail, waiting for trial, told authorities a long time ago that he paid them to do that.
Puffy paid him?
And at the same time, yeah, there's no puzzle. He said 1,000 times.
What'd he say, y'all? He said Keefe D was the suspect and the guy that's on trial for it currently and all of that. Years ago it was Reggie and Sharitha. Then he posts this email or have his people send this statement out, clarifying that real quick when he know that he was full of shit and he was about to get called on his bullshit for that. So he had his attorneys put out this particular statement, right? Then it was Tupac alive. It was always Tupac alive, right? Right? He said before, a guy in jail telling and all of that, where's he going out? You remember he did that on TMZ, right?
But if you notice, it was a rat on television saying he the one did the shooting, this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened, right?
Right.
If you think about it, right?
Right.
Why you think nobody been arrested if they said they the one killed Tupac?
Because they're snitching to the police, so they ain't gonna get arrested.
Not just to snitch and be smart, son. Because Tupac not
I ain't
dead.
as smart as you should be.
Tupac not dead. If he was dead, they'd be arresting those dudes for murder. You know he's somewhere smoking a Cuban cigar on the island somewhere.
Right now.
You know what I mean?
Then all of last year on his podcast, it was Snoop, Reggie, or mainly Snoop, and all of them that had something to do with it.
So I really gotta have a real conversation with Snoop. The reason why I gotta have a conversation with him about is that I've been knowing that young dude a long time. I did everything in my power to make sure he kept his freedom.
For almost 2 years, Snoop has been out on $1 million bail paid by Death Row Records.
And I knew that Pac did everything right by him by putting him on All Eyes on Me, speaking about him and being real with him. And if it's true what they say, face to face is gonna be a lot of explaining to do. Warren did a thing and he said that Snoop had a radio. He was at Snoop house when the shit happened.
I looked out the house and Snoop was outside. Then he had the next tail back there. Remember the motherfucker?
Yeah.
That whatever it was hitting him all the way from what was going on from Vegas. And then he started getting calls and shit, and they was telling him that Tupac got shot and da-da-da-da-da, this, that, and this.
Only way you have a radio if you was at the fight with us and you had a security detail. Now, I'm not having a security detail, what are you doing with the radio?
But now he finally comes out, oh, let's not forget the fucking free Keefe D bullshit.
I wouldn't go, I wouldn't testify, none of that. At the end of the day, free Keefe D.
You know what?
But now is all of a sudden, he's telling it. Telling y'all. Suge Knight says whatever he wants at the time that he feels come across his head to get a response, a laugh, whatever is his popular, whoever his enemy is at the time. He later on, in that interview, had to bring up Jimmy Iovine and Snoop for something. Just because they have a relationship with Puffy or Diddy. That's the Suge, y'all. Why in the fuck y'all... Now I'll keep telling y'all why I use the word inserting yourself in the investigation. Why would a DA call him, even though he was a victim, on that matter as well? But why would you bring somebody like that? Because the defense would tear him up. They would just call out all the 4 different statements that he done gave. They don't need that circus in their case. They already gonna have to be convincing the jury that this fool ain't just sat up there making up stuff that he's been telling since 2008, 2009. So now they want to go and be dealing with all the Suge lies as well. That's why Suge Knight will never be a part of that witness stand or anything dealing with Keefe D. Y'all wrong. Y'all, everybody that's supporting Suge and all of that now, Suge was a great businessman as far as marketing and doing what he did for hip hop and Death Row Records and all of that. I'll give y'all that. But as far as this Keefe D bullshit and this alleged street code bullshit, he got street code one minute, then next minute he's doing his telling on certain things. He always telling on Harry-O and Jimmy and all of them, and now Diddy, he's making a worldwide tour on telling on Diddy about what was going on and stuff, and Clyde Davis and all them. But he can't tell on Keefe D. But now he's telling on Keefe. I don't get it. But y'all the one that goes and keep playing to his ego and not call him out and be like, dog, stick to one story. Tell one fucking story and stick to it. He can't. Because everything he does is to get back at somebody. It's being vindictive towards somebody. Don't have a fucking loyal bone in his fucking body. I used to say, probably a month ago, all right, this shit is no fun no more. Suge needs to be coming home. They need to let him out. The nigga still ain't learned shit yet. He's still out there using his voice to weaponize against people and try to tear people down than to speaking the motherfucking truth. Hey, that's my opinion. You don't like it? Go to another motherfucking channel and listen to them. Because Reggie gonna be over here on Bomb First Talking. So if you don't like my opinion or my editorial on something, you know what to do. Don't click.